Walker made $110 million. All that wealth didn't stop the basketball champion from going broke.
Forbes said this guy was worth $150 million. But now 50 Cent doesn't have two quarters to rub together.
Companies are filing for bankruptcy now at the fastest rate since 2020.
I've come back in time to tell you that my younger self, Max, is absolutely right about what he's going to tell you about becoming rich in this video. You need to pay attention and you need to believe me because I'm a time traveler and you're supposed to respect your elders.
All right, old rich future Max, we get it. Let me explain it to them now without being long-winded. And damn, I still look good at that age. Now, what's wrong with those clips from earlier? You see, they all made money the wrong way, aka the fast and easy way. That's why it's actually much more important for you to get rich slow. I'm going to break down what that actually means for you, plus the alternative to doing it the typical way, which is, by the way, the exact way people like Jeff Bezos or Warren Buffett made their fortune. And by the end of this video, you'll also know how losing $500,000 every single month made me now earn multiple seven figures a year. It's a wild story that I don't want you to suffer from, so watch the whole video. Plus, of course, it also helps the YouTube algorithm if you watch the whole video. I appreciate that anyways. Bobby Sager once said, money is an amplifier. It makes good people better and bad people worse by creating opportunities they wouldn't have had without it. So imagine you're amongst the lucky ones who just caught the current crypto pump, right? You bought a bunch of Bitcoin in 2019 at $4,000. Now it's 16x or whatever, right? You literally just made money out of thin air. What did you have to do to earn that 16x return of your investment? Did you have to read a bunch of books? Go through a lot of hardship? Become in any way, shape, or form better, smarter, or more charismatic? No, and that's the point. You got the money, you skipped to the end result, you've used the Sims cheat code for infinite money, but you don't have the skill or character strength that usually comes along with such an end result. Now here's the crazy part. Even if you just made $1 million, which is a nice sum of money, spread out over a lifetime, it's not much. Let's say you live 60 more years, right? $1 million divided by 60 years is not even 17,000 a year. Although that can't be right, hold on a second. 1 million divided by 60 years, that's 16.6 thousand. It's nothing, all right? Now you calculate inflation, taxes, cost of living that's rising, it just doesn't add up. So give an inexperienced person $1 million in crypto or whatever other way they made it, and they'll just be an inexperienced person with $1 million and a bunch of fake friends. So what is it then? What creates real long-term wealth? Real quick, as we're editing this video, I actually want to show you one of my wallets here that I have on my crypto. So I actually randomly just found that I have 266K in Ethereum from back in the days when I invested it in 2017. But this money totally doesn't matter to me. I'm probably not even going to cash out on it. It doesn't exist in my head because the only thing that exists for me is long-term growth, and you can only get that from actually building something and growing with it slowly. The true man is revealed in difficult times, so when trouble comes, think of yourself as a wrestler whom God, like a trainer, has paired with a tough young buck. For what purpose? To turn you into Olympic class material. It's a great quote by Epictetus, one of my favorite philosophers. Imagine a different scenario where you never made money quick and easy, but instead you had to slowly grind it out, slowly earning money with a business the hard way. You started in 2019, you had to painfully figure out how to create an enticing offer, how to sell to someone who doesn't even know you, how to get your first client, how to deliver to your first client, how to post content that doesn't get ignored, how to handle a refund request, how to handle multiple clients, how to hire a VA, how to fire a VA. In short, you've been stacking skills. And those skills have turned you into a better, smarter, stronger, more focused person than ever before. I call this the power of getting rich slow. And I'm telling you, in order to make $1 million with your own business that is not based on a lucky offer or a crypto pump, you need to acquire so many skills. You literally turn into an entirely different person, someone that's on an entirely different level. Like Goku when he was just watching Piccolo and Vegeta and Krillin get killed by Frieza. He also just had to level up into a Super Saiyan in order to defeat him. Work ethic, sales, marketing, content creation, hiring, managing, social psychology. These are all skills that'll stay with you forever. So let me ask you this. Would you rather have luck plus money plus knowing once that lucky money runs out, you're back at ground zero? Or would you rather have skill plus years of experience plus money plus knowing that whatever comes at you, you're ready to go Super Saiyan at any time and kick some ass again, right? The difference is just a couple of years of grinding and being humbled. But then you're set for the rest of your life because you've built up character strength that will always make sure you keep learning and you keep improving. And that was also a lesson that I've learned the hard way, a lesson that cost me $500,000 a month. So let me tell you that quick story here so you don't have to suffer from that. Back in 2019, I just came off the back of 4 world tours. I had a huge brand in my very, very first business, which was the dating advice and personal development business. It was my first real business. I've had business attempts before that. But that was something where I had a huge brand. I had 300,000 subscribers on YouTube and all that jazz. And by the way, a lot of people still follow me from that first brand. Shout out to you guys and girls. Thank you very much for a long follow. But what happened was we launched a new product, which is the business consulting product that I've been doing now for the last 6 years. And as we launched that, a lot of people bought it right away. That's kind of what happens when you launch something to a huge audience. Like the buy-in is super high, everybody buys it right away, and then it kind of evens out. For us though, we didn't know that. We just thought we were the shit because we hit $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 revenue a month, literally within the first 3 months. Our sales team though was not on point. Our marketing was not on point. No structures were on point. Our delivery wasn't on point. We were literally just lucky. Literally just lucky. And what happened then, after initial onslaught of sales, everything started dying out because as it is with organic, you sell something, a lot of people buy it, and if you then don't grow fast enough, less and less people buy. And at first I didn't even know what happened. But what I realized is that we just had gotten lucky and none of our skill sets was actually at that level where we deserved making $500K a month. So I had to figure this thing out over the 3 next years, just eating shit, just grinding it out, knowing very well that I made $500K a month before that already very consistently, and now it's just going down, so I had to scramble. And here's the lesson. If I had the skills and knowledge back then that I have right now, I'd have easily turned those $500K a month into $1 million a month. I guarantee you. So it cost me $500K each and every single month that I could have made extra if only I had been more responsible. So it was the lack of hardship that resulted in lack of knowledge on my end, and that cost me dearly. So over the 3 years that followed that, I basically ran all the jobs in my own company myself, so that at this stage, I know what everyone's in my company is doing, I know all the structures, all the procedures, and I can properly gauge and evaluate if they're doing a good job versus just getting paid to slack off like they did. And I remember our head of sales back then, he had a 90% closing rate when we were closing our fans, and then when we were tending to a colder and colder audience, his closing rate literally dropped to 15%. That's crazy if you think about it. But it wasn't just the lack of knowledge and experience that was costing us so much money. It was also the way that I spent the money that I made myself. I mean, I went on $20,000 vacations, threw really awesome parties, like bought a lot of stuff that I really don't need, as opposed to now, like $20,000 is now something that I spend on assets such as mentorships, extra advertising, because our ROAS is so high. Like, I'm just much smarter about everything that I do. So specifically for you, the insane payoff that you can get here is that money comes from experience, which comes from going through hardship. So it's almost like your relationship to hardship has to go through different stages. I call these the 4 stages of hardship. Stage number 1 is you resist, right? Something bad happens to you and you're like, poor me, this sucks. No, 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 no. I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to be real. Sucks. That's where most people get stuck in. But if you manage to get into stage 2, which is acceptance, you're already way ahead of most people. This is where I say, okay, this sucks, poor me, but guess it is what it is, and I just have to keep working. If you get to that stage, congratulations. Now stage 3 is you're grateful for hardship. This is where you get into Super Saiyan level here. This is where you say, oh my God, I realize that hardship results in experience, which results in me being a better person, which results in me getting better results in the future. I'm so grateful that I get to move through all these shit experiences and actually grow. And that now opens the door for stage number 4 is you ask for more hardship. Joe Rogan says, create your own struggle. You literally find yourself at this wicked, sadomasochistic stage where you're saying, things are going well and I've gone so much better through all the hardship that I've been going through. I want more. And that is now where you're making crazy goals because you think, fuck it, I might as well chase the super crazy goal and eat a lot of shit because that will get me better. That is how to get rich slow and stay rich forever.
Did you like this video? Yeah, he's saying that you need to subscribe.